Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to the 8th race, episode number 7 of the Kimi Raikkonen F1 2015 Championship. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you drop the video a like rating, subscribe to the channel too to ensure you don't miss out on any of the rest of this series or of course the F1 2016 content that will be coming very soon. Follow me on Twitch in the link down below so you can watch these streams live, and obviously make sure you follow me on Twitter as well to stay up to date with everything that goes on with me. But without any further ado, I won't really linger on too much longer than I have to in this intro. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate all the support on this channel lately. You guys are blessing me with some very good support, so I can't thank you enough. But I'll leave you now with the Austrian Grand Prix. Wow, a P3 start. Lewis down in 6th, Danny Ricciardo 5th, Massa 4th, but we are very scrappy. That's the only thing around this track. I'm very scrappy, so I'm not sure at all whether we'll be able to threaten for a podium finish in the race or whether we'll be struggling for like 5th or 6th. We'll have to wait and see. Predicting a 4th or 5th place finish. 4, 5, go. Decent start compared to our teammate, but the Williams again is very quick off the line. I have to give people lots of room on the inside. There's contact between Seb and the Williams, and Massa's spun out at turn 1. Massa spins out at turn 1. We're right on the back of our teammate now. We've got the run on him. He's going to have to give me racing room here. I'm going to try and outbrake him, but with a heavy car. Oh God, he's forced me wide. With a heavy car, there's not much I can do. Daniel Ricciardo right behind me. We are in a side-by-side battle now with our teammate for 2nd place. He's going to try and squeeze me, but I've got the racing line at present. He's going to try and do that, so I'm going to try and duck underneath and get a good traction out the corner. But no, he's got better traction than me. Seb Vettel takes 2nd place back. Just try and get a run on him onto the main straight if possible. Contact between Vettel and Massa though, leaving Massa spinning. Massa's having a nightmare couple of races. He got 2 punctures at Canada. We are right on Seb here, so I'm going to have to go for the overtake. I've run wide and he's hit me, and Danny Kvyat has not given me any room to get back on the track. Racing side by side with the Red Bull here. Lewis up to 4th. He's going to take Danny Kvyat. It's Ricciardo. He's going to take Daniel Ricciardo. Seb, really disappointed that we made contact with our teammate there, but there was not much either of us could do about it in that situation. So running P2 after a rather dramatic opening lap of the Austrian Grand Prix. Yeah, only just so, by 800ths. Got a 1.5 second gap though to Lewis. We are pulling away from Lewis Hamilton here, which is something that I didn't expect to happen. We're having a very good race so far, I do say so. I don't want to jinx myself, but there's, whoa, how much debris does it want to be on the track there? Something's happened between someone and someone else. There was so much debris there going into that corner. It did just flash up in the bottom right as well, telling me that my teammate was in the pits. And it seemed like there was Red Bull debris there, so I have a horrible feeling. No, because Daniel Ricciardo is now 3rd. Is Lewis pit for tyres? Lewis must have pit for tyres. I don't know what's happened to Seb, unless Seb's pit for tyres too. I hope Seb didn't have damage, because there was a lot of debris there. We'll just have to wait and see how things come out in the wash, but I have no idea what's happened behind us, or what the situation with our teammate or Lewis Hamilton is right now. Nico's pitting too. Nico Rosberg into the pits. They must be pitting for tyres. They must just be pitting for tyres. Here comes Romain Grosjean out of the pits. Yeah, let's check the race director. That will say whether there's been accidents. Romain Grosjean had a... There you go, that's where the damage was. Grosjean had a collision with Verstappen, and Verstappen equally with Grosjean, and then they all, well, basically, Grosjean, Ericsson and Verstappen have had a mass coming together. An absolute mass coming together on lap 6. Here we go. 2.3 seconds, that's a decent pit stop. Now, where will we come out? We've only been taken by, well, this will be Kvyat, so we've been taken by Kvyat now.
You have 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining in the strategy.
Don't hit the wall, there we go, right. So that's Nico Rosberg, so we are now right behind Nico. We've gained a little bit on Nico Rosberg in that first round of pit stops, but it looks like Nico has been caught in traffic. They're all on they're all on the super softs now, so we're going to be slower than them probably for the majority of this stint, but I'll switch to rich revs just to help out. Oh, Maldonado gets all out of shape. He clips the back of Rosberg and completely flies down the track. We're going to have a look at a replay of that. That was mental. I've never seen that before in this game, to be honest. Well, it was Maldonado, I suppose. Maldonado gets all out of shape following the Mercedes, puts the DRS on, and he just dips one wheel on the grass. Let's change camera angle. He just dips one wheel on the grass there. The left front's going to go off. Then the left rear, that turns him back. He's then going to clip Nico there, maybe? Did he touch Nico? I don't think he did. Did he actually touch Nico? Did he just get out of shape because of the grass? I think he just got out of shape because of the grass. So then he's going to swing the... No, he must have hit Nico, because Nico's car takes a... Yeah, he did hit Nico. And then Maldonado crashes out in a very Maldonado-esque manner, and we were able to continue on. Well, that's changed things up, hasn't it? Yellow flag there back behind us, and Maldonado's going to cause mayhem trying to get back onto the track. No idea what's going to happen behind us now. Lewis Hamilton is still behind us, so race order is pretty much resumed. With Nico Rosberg in first, or effectively running first, ourselves effectively running second, and Lewis effectively running third. And because of tyre compound, Sebastian's retired. They just say Sebastian's got a problem, he's out of the race. Why is that? I bet it's related to Maldonado back down the track. Okay, so Seb just drove straight into the Lotus. He just drove straight into the Lotus. It was just sat there across the track. That's retarded. He went off the racing line and then back to the racing line and drove straight into the Lotus. So look, there's a car there. Oh, I know. I'll just drive into it. And then... Bink. He retired from the race. More yellow flags. Not sure what for. There's a car off the track here. Danny Kvyat's just in the barrier. Why is Danny Kvyat in the barrier? It's all going off in this race. What is going on? Here's Daniel Kvyat. I have no words. This is one of the weirdest glitches ever. Watch this. What the hell? He's just driving around and then... I just seen it replay on the stream. What the hell? He's quite comfortably going around, just driving along and then... What even is that? What is that? There's nothing there. He's just gone nuts. He's just bang. What the hell? What the hell? I've never seen that before ever. Let me compose myself. Oh my god, have you ever seen anything like that before? He's just got hit with a green shell from Mario or something. He's just gone nuts. Right then. Pit stop number 2. Probably going back onto options now. 2.3 last time. 2.4 this time. Ricardo's gone past us and waiting for Rosberg. Rosberg will go past us now. As has Lewis Hamilton. There's a number of cars here. This is ridiculous. Look how many cars there are in this small space here. There's the two Sauers battling with each other. Whoa, there's a Williams.
Quick update on the fuel level. We're currently running with 60 kilos. That's 60 kilos in the tank. Track, no overtaking through the yellow.
Is that Daniel It's Carlos Sainz. What's happened to Carlos Sainz? Carlos Sainz is just sideways on the track. Okay, Sainz has had a coming together with a Lotus. I'm not sure. I'm not quite caught it in time to see what's happened. I just don't know. Maldonado's car's just disappeared. If I rewind, look. Yeah, there you go, look. You can see Pastor's car in the right-hand side of the screen. Ready? Watch, it ghosts and then disappears. Bink. This is mad. It might have glitched to the 50% tyre duration, I'm not sure. That is a genuine option. But we're pitting now for tyres. Again, onto options. A fresh set. No? Yes. A fresh set of options. Okay, good. So with regards to the championship, we'll definitely overtake Sebastian Vettel because he's out of the race now and not going to get any points, and he was only a point ahead of us. If things end as they are, we'll be 8 points behind Nico, and we'll actually gain 3 points on Lewis. Tyres are going yellow again already. It must have, what someone said in the chat must be right. It's the only logical explanation, that it's like we've got 100% race distance, but it's glitched to making tyres last only as long as a 50% race. It's pit stop. He's on primes now, but his primes just won't last. Well, overtake me, you're going to have to do the hard way. Why have you... Nico Rosberg just went for a gap that wasn't there. I'm on the racing line here. Surely... Look, he's gone for a gap that just isn't there. He knows that I'm going to stick to the racing line here. And the racing line, you can see it visually on the track. I'm on the racing line. You can see how the racing line there, from the front of my car, if I switch up, you can see how the racing line pinches in. So I'm on the racing line, and he's just gone for that gap, which is always, 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 always closing. So he's just driven straight into me. I've lost my front wing. He's facing the wrong way. So, well, we're not going to try and push these tyres as long as they'll go. I'm going to have to pit for primes now. So Rosberg's going to take the lead again now. But I can't explain it. I was on the racing line. I had every right to stay on the racing line. He's tried to go for a gap that isn't there. That is 100% not my fault. There are 19 laps to go, and I've no idea whether this set of tyres will last that long. Lewis has pit 6 times. Bottas is in the pits for an 8th time, as is Felipe Massa, as has Max Verstappen. Nico Hülkenberg, Sergio Perez and Felipe Massa have pit 12 times. Bottas in 5th is arriving now to try and unlap himself. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, that just happened. The tyres are so worn, I got a tank slapper on and couldn't recover it. And then Bottas just drove into me. I just give up with this race. This race has just been inexplicable. Every single last thing that has happened in this. I think these option tyres are just as old.
Okay, have a 12-second gap to the car behind.
Yep. No, they're good. Alright, it's a set of fresh options. We're now P3. I don't know what the distance is to Lewis. We head to the final corner in officially the craziest race I've ever been a part of in any racing game ever. We finish P3 and we get ourselves a podium. I have no idea how to explain the majority of the events that happened in that race. I'm just pleased that we were able to actually finish it and finish it on the podium. Second obviously would have been great, but my tyres were so dead I could do nothing to avoid that tank slapper. So P2 for Nico Raikkonen, P3 sorry for Kimi Raikkonen, I always called him Nico and said P2. P1 for Nico, P2 for Lewis. It's just a ridiculous race. Next up will be the British Grand Prix after this one at Silverstone. Ricciardo 4th, Bottas 5th, Kvyat 6th, Alonso 7th, Massa who stopped 9 times and Max Verstappen stopped 9 times in 8th and 9th, and Sainz finished in 10th. 5 DNFs, Button, Grosjean, Ericsson, Maldonado and Vettel. And yes, the gap to Nico is 11 points, the gap to Seb is 14 as we thought, and the gap to Lewis is 32. And in the constructors we are 57 points as a whole off Mercedes.